you or a loved one has had thoughts of self-harm, please call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline by dialing 988 or visiting Suicide Prevention Lifeline. If you or a loved one has had thoughts of self-harm, please call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline by dialing 988 or visiting suicidepreventionlifeline.org.
Welcome back to another episode of the Old Guy Metalcast. I just love the taste of a thick, creamy nog in my throat. It's your old pal J. Vish, Jim Vicious, joined as always by Sir Roberto Blades, Mr. Roberto Cachillas, Bobby fucking Blades.
And for the second time around, I will not throw dirt on a mass grave.
Go. We're back talking shit. It's Saturday. We're waking, we're baking. I'm feeling good. Everyone's feeling good. We're live for the first time ever on YouTube. So we'll continue to do that. So check it out if you haven't, if you haven't done that. What's on the docket for today? Top 5 albums of the year.
Our top 5s of 2024.
And that's about all. So if you're in the chat, we'll do yours too. I know Aaron Echoes was saying he's going to throw his around in there. So, well, maybe he'll hear from him. But I don't think I ever got your playlist.
Dude, I sent it to you.
Well, you probably did. You probably did.
I'm kind of like the day after you sent me yours, I gathered up my shit and I sent it your way.
Well, I'm a fuck up. So, I guess we'll see. It is. What is your number 5, sir?
All right, so I've got to look at my list here because I don't. All right, so my number 5. Let's see. I'm gonna go with my number 5 is actually Midnight Hellish Expectations.
Fucking from what band?
Midnight.
Oh.
It's kind of like it's a one-man band. It used to be a one-man band. It's probably not a one-man band anymore. But yeah, Midnight they play kind of like heavy metal in the same vein as like Venom or Motorhead, but it's like more like foul. I don't think anything could be more foul than Motorhead, though.
There you go. Okay. Well, I fucked this up by. I apologize to everybody. I fucked up by not listening to these things, so I have really nothing to input. I mean, some of these I'm sure I'll know and I have listened to. I would hope, but considering it's you, who fucking knows? Yeah, rotting zombie Christ's cock, special edition cassette, fucking release. Didn't catch that one. Don't have a tape player, babe.
Limited edition vinyl with cum and blood on the inside of the vinyl.
Exactly. Yeah. Jesus is a cock. Limited edition cassette. It's limited to 3. And one's buried with the dead guitar player.
But we like exhumed the body and sold it on eBay and shit.
We broke it up into pieces and sold it as a necklace.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, I don't know. I have nothing to add to that, but The Midnight is a really cool 80s synthwave band that I like.
Oh, see, I've never heard of them. I'm going to have to check that out. I like synthwave.
It's fucking tasty, dude. But anyway, my number 5. I'm just gonna say it. It's Willow. And you were like, Willow who? Willow Smith, motherfucker. She just goes by Willow now. And her album, Empathogen from this year, took me by fucking surprise. Somebody sent me a random song. I think it was in Music League, of which I'm like the fucking. I almost win every time. But anyway, it's really fucking good shit. And I was really it kind of blew me away because it's just funky ass song, and the whole thing's just a jazz record. Like, I don't know how to say, like, to somebody who doesn't, I had no idea, but like Willow Smith is an amazing singer, like tremendous, and put out a fucking crazy jazz album, and it's really good, and it's called Empathogen, and I listened the fuck out of it this year.
See, unlike you, I did listen to the playlist that you sent me.
Yeah.
I'm not a jazz fan. I gotta say that right off the bat. I just not.
I think some of the songs on there can kind of like transcend it. Like Symptom of Life, that was the first song I heard, and that one's more like kind of fucked on, like funky and groovy. But yeah, it's kind of a fucking interesting thing, especially for me. Like I don't listen to a ton of female artists just because usually I don't identify with it,
Yeah.
But yeah, Willow Smith, man, I don't know.
Now, is that the daughter of Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith?
Yes, it is.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I try not to hold it against her,
She's like the least creepy Smith, maybe, because
I don't know about that, man. I know nothing about her. I know that like there's seen some music videos, but I've never heard her talk. I have no idea what her deal is. But yeah, I mean, being your parents has got to be pretty fucked up. Yeah, but they're both musical too. I remember when she had some band. Remember that was on Ozfest? Jada Pinkett Smith.
Oh, Jada Pinkett Smith had a band?
Yeah. She kind of like did terrible metal vocals for a band, and they played on Ozfest one year, and then to very meh reactions from people.
Yeah, I had no clue about that.
Yeah. Dirk's in the chat. Aaron Echo's in the chat. The real motherfucking G's.
Yeah, real motherfucking G's. Yeah,
but yeah, that metal band sucked, and she was not good at it. But I think Jaden did music too, right? The younger son.
Yeah, Jaden Smith. He did music before he got into acting, I think.
Fucking crap. But yeah, I mean, I'm sure they're fucked up. I'm sure she's, I'm sure she's not a delight to talk to or anything. But also, Day Bass on Instagram, like my fucking biggest crush on Instagram. She plays bass.
Okay.
Oh, Midnight is currently playing. Gonna get us taken down, copyright strike.
Wait, Midnight is currently playing? I can't hear it.
Yeah. Oh, no, they're hearing it.
I can hear a little bit of it.
Yeah, I don't know. You can maybe play it. You might get it taken down. You might get fucking hit with copyright.
Yeah, I didn't.
That's all good. Word.
Oh, it's on a separate track. Okay. Yeah, we might get struck with a copyright though. Oh, well, I don't want to take the live stream down. I want to see it.
Yeah. All right. So there you go. My number 5. Surprisingly, probably surprises me, Will Smith.
Yeah. Okay.
What about you?
So my number 4 is probably another band that you haven't heard. But they're a mixture of, I say that they're like the best parts of Goat Whore and Skeleton Witch, and that would be Necropanther. And the album is Oblivion Jones.
Oblivion Jones. We missed, so you played that. Yeah, we should have played some Willow, Symptom of Life. That would have been great. Oh, well. I never heard this band either, sorry.
Yeah.
But wait, now Willow Smith is coming. Hold on, I think Willow Smith is coming.
Because we're on a delay. That's right.
Yeah, and if you hear it's like awkwardness, it's because there's a young blood producer that's like ripping all this shit in the background and talking to us, but you can't hear him.
Yeah, and we're fucking old and we don't know what we're doing.
Yeah, and Willow Smith, Symptom of Life.
You got the 2 playlists I sent you, right? Oh,
That's-
Jay Vish playlist. Okay.
Yeah. We'll have to figure out how we can fucking hear these things and so we can talk about it while we do it. But
I can
anyway.
kind of hear it. It's very low though.
I got you. But yeah, Willow Smith, man, it's really cool. So like, I just feel like now I have to kind of talk about it so you can hear like a minute of this song. But I don't know. We'd already said all the things we had to say about it.
It's like us going back and forth. Like, hey.
But yeah, Day Bass I was talking about. She plays bass on this shit, and she's this chick on Instagram who is she's fucking dreamy, dude. She's hot as fuck, and she's amazing at bass. And she's a definite Instagram follow.
You had sent me a couple of her reels at one time, I believe. Like she was just yeah, she was ripping up on bass.
Yeah, I think she's like partially of Indian descent, but she's a fucking boner factory.
What about the one? What the hell is her name now? Holy shit. Yeah, we're just going to keep it moving because I can't remember her name now. But I send you this chick. She like rips up Morbid Angel covers and like rips up the Cannibal Corpse covers and everything.
Oh yeah, Morgan Henna.
No, the other one. Yeah, I still can't remember her name. Holy crap. She's like she's got the black hair, the long black hair, and like when she turns her head to the side, it looks like she has man face sometimes.
Jesus, why would you? I have no idea. I know what you're saying, but I don't know her name.
Yeah, I can't remember her name right now. So
no, Morgan Henna is another fucking like dreamboat.
Yeah,
like I was not prepared for such things. Like to see this like knockout, fucking hot, this like beautiful woman who's also just metal as fuck, just ripping Cannibal Corpse on guitar. It's just like, dude, that's dude, what the fuck? I can't deal with such things.
Yeah, it's too much for one man to handle.
Well, I can't.
You can
groove to this. I just want to groove to the fucking.
Are you sure?
All right, let's keep going.
Okay,
you're back to your number 4. I'm sorry, and you can play something from that as we talk about it.
Yeah, so Necropanther, Oblivion Jones. It's actually a 4-track album, but then they've got like 4 of the tracks minus the saxophone, so it's like metal with a saxophone in it, which is very, very fucking crazy.
Dude, I wish I'd have listened to this shit. I'm fucking sorry, everybody.
I thought you had, because you're usually really good. Like when I send you playlists, you listen to them.
I know. I thought about today. I was like, hey, he never sent me that. That sucks. And like, yeah, you did. People are sending me shit all the time and things to post to the thing, and Christmas like exhausted me, killed me.
The holidays, man, it just like takes your brain elsewhere.
After Christmas, after people left, we just like me and my chick just laid in bed and just like huddled together and smoked weed, and we're just like, oh my god, dude, I can't even. We just laid there for like an hour, just like the fucking. I almost like completely lost my shit this year. I did.
Shit.
Oh my god, I can't fucking Christmas, dude. Anyway, all of this sounds awesome. Is it playing? I don't know.
I can't hear it, so I'm not sure if it's playing. Aaron Echo says his number 4 was "Keep Your Cool" by Riley.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know who that is, but he also listened to Jim's playlist, which is like good on you, man.
You can follow me on Spotify, Jim Vicious SCL. I got it's not just the usual bullshit either. I've got expertly curated playlists on there, dude. You think to yourself, hey Jim, what are all the best Lynyrd Skynyrd songs, or the best Charlie Daniels Band, Genesis, Jethro Tull? What are the best fucking songs by these bands' entire catalogs? I've got them there. I went back through and listened to every single song of their catalog, choosing the best 2 or 3, basically. Well, not from every album, because some albums just have nothing. But these are fucking pro level shit. You should check them out.
Have you done a David Bowie yet?
Bowie.
Barrett.
No, I haven't.
Got to do that, man. You got to hook that shit up.
Bowie's in space. Anytime I hear Bowie, I just think of Bowie's in space.
Oh, shit.
Anyway. Well, sorry I didn't listen to that. That sounds fucking cool. I'm going to listen to it. The name is good. Saxophone. That's good.
Yeah, they got saxophone in it. It's fucking crazy ass metal and with added saxophone. It's neat.
Yeah. All right. Let me go number 4. Go a little mainstream here, because it was like the number 1 album in the world, and somehow is on my crotchety ass top 5. Linkin Park from Zero. I like it a lot. Not every song on it, but there are some great, like, just earworm songs that would just get stuck in my fucking head for days on end. And I've listened to it just a shitload. I think it's pretty great. I mean, I know like that chick is a Scientologist and that sucks and whatever, but music is fucking tasty. And I'm not even a huge Linkin Park guy, really. Like, I always kind of liked them. You know, it was easier to like him after Chester Bennington died for some reason. You know, then you could be like, yeah, I kind of like Linkin Park. You know, not before that. The day before that guy died, fuck Linkin Park, dude. But really, it's a really good album. I like it. It's what it needed to be, man. As far as like, there's some songs in there that just, it could have been from the era of Linkin Park. Like, they sound perfectly crafted Linkin Park songs, you know?
Yeah. The good thing about it is that it's not trying to like exactly be the same as Chester, like when Chester was a part of it. Because this girl has a bit more range. And of course, well, she's a female, so she sounds like a chick singing. And it's not like her trying to be like Chester Bennington, but she can rip those screams too.
Yeah. She's good. She's good. Aaron Echoes hated the new Linkin Park.
Yeah. I didn't hate it, but I wasn't really into it. It's definitely not my cup of tea.
Evil Evan in the house. Hey yo.
Hey yo.
Very good. Very good. Over to you for number 3.
All right. My number 3 is another band you haven't heard, of course, most likely anyway. But if you know if you know who Matt Harvey from Exhumed is, then it's basically his version of like what 80s power metal, and it's a Pounder. Thunderforge is the album. And it's like some triumphant fucking heavy metal, man. I had to go non-death metal this year, so it's like I just picked the shit that really stuck to me as like, you know, just some old school metal. I was really going back.
Yeah. I just can't say enough every time we say one that this whole episode is about the top 5s, and I've just shitted away by not listening to it. Because of course it's like all your shit is like something, who fucking, you know.
Yeah, who fucking cares?
No, not that, but it's more underground. Like some dude from Exhumed. Like, I haven't listened to Exhumed, much less, you know. We only have a few years, but there's like a whole different thing with us. Like, you know, we're both metal guys, but the difference of like what we dig is just so interesting to me. But we have our common ground.
Yeah.
But, and even some of those old, you know, like I'm fucking not above rocking like an old Dismember album or a fucking shit like that, you know.
Right.
Or what the fuck, Pungent Stench maybe, Ben Caught Buttering. I might rock that motherfucker.
Yeah, you bring up or you used to bring up Pungent Stench quite a bit.
Or Sinister. I was just thinking of like weird European metal bands that I used to listen to back in the day.
Oh, gotcha.
I'll still rock their classic shit, but I can't like be fucked to like what is Sinister doing now, or what is Massacre doing now? I don't know.
Oh, Massacre just came out with a new album.
I was waiting for that. The first one didn't hit, so I threw another one. I was like just waiting for you to fucking be like, well, actually,
Yeah.
love it, dude.
Oh, the Young Blood put up the Pounder album cover on the screen. That is fantastic. Thank you very much for that.
There you go. It's a fucking interesting artwork, dude. No, bigger tits. Is there a head on that, or is it just under the logo of our shit?
Yeah, it's probably under the logo. Either that or it's boobs with a hammer.
Is it just tits with a hammer? Well, no head, dude. Just tits and a hammer.
The hammer tits. Yeah, it is. It's just like, okay, we got boobs, we've got a hammer, we've got a sword, and we've got an anvil there. So
there's no head on that woman.
No, she's a headless woman.
What the fuck? No, that's something else.
Oh shit, Aaron making fun of my age there. He said, did you get all those on vinyl and Smoke Signal? Absolutely, sir. You know it.
Oh shit. My number 3, Knocked Loose. You won't go before you're supposed to. It's actually, I've always kind of liked Knocked Loose because their shit's heavy and it's pretty rad, but this motherfucker, really, the album came out, I listened to it, and I was like, it's good. I liked it. But then I saw them do Suffocate on fucking Jimmy Kimmel, excuse me, with Poppy. A good song to play right there. You got me. It just like, I got so into that, I was just like, it fucking hyped me out, dude. So then I went back and listened to the album, and I'm like, it fucking rules. So I've just been listening to it like nonstop since that performance.
I liked it because Poppy was on there, and we talked about that a few weeks ago.
Yeah. It's crazy how far, I mean, for heavy ass shit, these guys are like the most popular of that band. They try to wedge themselves. They said themselves, they try to see where they can take their band that they shouldn't be. They played fucking, what's that festival that used to be cool and isn't anymore in California? All right, thanks. Anybody? Coachella, sorry. Thank you. Fucking
Burning Man or some shit. I don't know, dude.
No, yeah, Coachella. They played Coachella. I mean, and then they were on Kimmel. I think some other places that they pop up where they should not be, and they're there ripping this shit up. So yeah, I just love their shit. Their riffs are so fucking heavy. All of it's just heavy as shit. Like you get that metal stank bass on listening to it. I do. Vocals are just gross too. I mean, I wish he did a little more tone. I like that there's some backing vocals now for lows that kind of even it out a little bit. But his voice is disgusting, and it's all of it together is just a fucking package of just offensiveness. People who don't like music of that nature just put this on and they're just repulsed. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just noise to them. It's so good. Just a great fucking album to blast out of your car,
All that.
Just heavy as fuck. So I like to blast it out of my out of the police utility as I blast around town.
Your indestructible fucking car there.
Just dooring people's cars and fucking hitting them, bumping them and shit.
Blasting that shit while you drive down the road.
Suffocate.
Oh fuck, good shit, man.
There you go. What about you, sir? For number 2?
Number 2. Yes, that's right. And that is another band that probably I'd be surprised if anybody in the chat ever heard of. I mean, I've been plugging them quite a bit on my Instagram, but that would be Sign of the Jackal and their new album Heavy Metal Survivors. It's like straight from the 80s, horror movie themed shit. Like they've got songs about the Paul Man and Phantasm. They've got songs about like Italian horror movies. It's fucking great, man.
Aaron echoes, I could fight God if Counting Worms comes on. Knocked loose. That's fucking awesome. You know, I'm gonna listen to this playlist and come back and audit you next week.
Yeah,
But, like some of this shit, I don't think I would even like just the title of it and listening to your description of it. I don't think I would even like this.
Yeah, you probably hate it because it's not. This is definitely not your cup of tea.
Yeah, like more thrash kind of. Yeah, I mean anything like 80s, I really don't like.
Yeah, this is like not even thrash. This is mostly just like traditional heavy metal stuff, aside from like Necropanther.
Sorry, I'm taking a rip. I'll check it out and see. I don't know. Yeah, I've just fucked this whole show, so I'm sorry, everybody. Anyway, moving on to my number 2. Sorry. I even got to play your thing there. Because I didn't have anything to say about it.
It's all right, man. I know you're going to hate most of it, except for like my number 1, which is, coming soon.
I'm gonna fucking kneel on broomsticks over here when we're done. My grandma would tell me. She'd make me do if I didn't fucking get in line.
That brought to mind the Marilyn Manson lyric where he's like, I had to kneel on broomsticks just to make it go away.
Yeah. That's no joke. It's a real thing. He never did it, but... number 2. I just did that for fun. High on the Fire. Cometh the Storm. Probably the best High on Fire album, I think, ever. And that's saying something. This motherfucker rips so hard, dude. That video up there that's playing is from the first song on the album. When the first song released. What the fuck is it called? Can you read it? I can't see it.
Cometh the Storm.
Oh, that's the name of the song, too.
Yeah.
It fucking rips, dude. This shit, too, also just in a completely different way than Knocked Loose. Just one of the heaviest. Like, it's so heavy. And that dude's got a double neck over there. And parts of it, it's just, I think it's just, what the fuck is he doing? Playing bass at one part? And I forget what the deal is, but.
Yeah, he's got a double neck guitar and he's kind of swapping between them both.
Yeah. I forget exactly how that's utilized, but. It's fucking awesome. This song just rips, and it's cool to see. Like, this is what I look for in bands that are kind of like... High on Fire is pretty long in the tooth at this point, right? I mean, they've been a band for a long fucking time. They put out a bunch of albums, and a lot of times bands just kind of like, they put out a new album, and it's like, it's fine, But it doesn't grab me. Like, this was a reinvention of High on Fire to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, after all these years, like... came with like something new but something old and just really like sucked me in again, like because like I could have not gave a shit about a High on Fire. I still like to watch when music videos come out. I follow that pretty closely for metal bands and shit. I still like to watch a classic music video as the first time I hear a song from a band, if available. So I saw this and it fucking blew me away, man. Like, so I've been listening to the album like crazy. But
I remember when this album came out and you had sent it to me because we were talking about it on an episode.
Yeah. So definitely, check that out if you're into heavy shit like that. Very good.
Oh yeah, man.
What about you, number 1?
Number 1. All right, so we were both of us, we were kind of like rocking this shit when this album came out. My number 1 is Judas Priest and Invincible Shield.
Yeah, dude. I figured you would put this in there. I hoped you would.
Yeah.
I don't really like Judas Priest that much. Like I said at the time when we talked about this, it came out. Like, I don't really like Judas Priest that much. I like Hellbent for Leather. Even like some of the dumber shit like Turbo Lover is pretty cool, but I'm not big into it. So for me to actually listen to a new album of theirs and think it was really like, it's awesome. The production on it's great. They sound heavy. Like, that's the thing with like a lot of their shit, those older bands, it's from a different era where production wise, it's just doesn't have the fucking balls, but they got a modern metal production, and it sounds heavy as shit. And it's good, dude. I fucking really like when it first came out. I listened to it a ton.
Same here. Like every time I was playing Elden Ring, I would pop this on and just like, fuck yeah, Invincible Shield, man. Like this is a triumphant return of the metal gods.
Again, I mean, this is, you know, a return, but they're like, you know, how old are they now? They've been a band for 50 fucking years, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, since like the mid 70s, I believe. Something like that.
And they just played at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I watched it.
Oh shit, I didn't see that. I never watched the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame though.
Yeah. Last month or a month ago, they just must have got in. I thought they were already in.
They should have been already in like fucking 20 years ago.
I like Judas, but not the Priest. There you go, exactly.
Judas without the priest.
Yeah, so I think they just got in there because I just watched it. But he looks fucking, he looks so crazy, the giant gray beard and shit.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to see. And they had a third, yeah, it had to be the Hall of Fame because they had a third guitar player up there who, he must have been in the band before because he was off on the side just kind of like, just playing. He did no reaction the whole time. He was just like playing.
Oh shit.
Well, the other two dudes are the more familiar to me guys, right? Who do they have little shtick they do together, you know?
Yeah, probably the not KK Downing. He's got his own band called KK's Priest now. But Glenn Tipton, it should be still in the band, I think. He's like the original guitarist.
Yeah.
One of them.
It's pretty tasty, man. I do like it. And it surprises me. You know?
Yeah.
I think that's like how you know it's a good album.
Well, you did say before that you fucked with Judas Priest, so it's like
kind of, like I said, some of the classics. I'm not like throwing on a fucking album.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, if anything, I listen to Hellbent for Leather because like that song's just amazing.
How did you feel about Painkiller?
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
Even that band, they just squeak in for me. You know, like Judas Priest just somehow, they shouldn't be in my taste range, but they just barely were, you know?
Okay.
Like, I don't care about Iron Maiden. Like, you know, some of the songs I hear, like, oh, they're fine. But, like, it's too much that 80s shit for me. But then again, I, like, worship Dio, so I don't know. It's hard to make heads or tails of these things.
Just a different taste, man. Different taste.
Yeah. I fucking worship Dio.
Holy diver!
And the just the best fucking like top 3 rock singer of all time, the Dio. But my number 1 for this year was Many Eyes' debut album, The Light Age. Buckley's new band from fucking. I'm so baked right now. Help me, please. You never help me. I
don't know, man. I don't know. What is it? Every time
his band, Every Time I Die. Thank you. This show was like being different. Things were different from Go. So I just feel off kilter all day. Because like it just didn't have the natural way it starts, you know? Second time was better though. That actually was like a million times better. So
yeah, the second time we just fucking got into the groove and just kept shit going.
Yeah, we'll get there. But this is a little different. But yeah, this is the singer of Every Time I Die's new band. The other group of that band, his brother, the drummer and the bassist, started a new band, Better Lovers. They put out an album too this year, not on the top 5 conspicuously. I like it, but it's not, and I don't know how. You know, it's the old lead singer of Dillinger, Greg Puciato, who like I fucking love that guy's shit. His solo stuff is cool. His work with Dillinger and Killer Be Killed, he's in that. That shit's killer. So, but it just didn't really do it for me. I mean, it's good, but it was just like you got your ass kicked by Many Eyes, and I just think like it takes me back to, you know, being in a band, and when you leave a band or a band breaks up, it's like it's an arms race, dude. It's like we got to come back. First off, we got to start our new band, and our new band needs to be back first. and it needs to be fucking better. And you know, we need to fucking kick their ass. And I think that's exactly what he did with Many Eyes. He got the right people together, and he kicked their fucking ass. Like, their album came out, and it's just not as good to me. To anybody I know who listens to these, to all the E-Tid guys I am friends with, they're all like on the Many Eyes. They're like, this is way better. They like it more. So. I think lyrics are great too. He's pissed.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, he's got, you know, with this issue with the band, and his brother's in that fucking band. So I don't know if some of these lyrics are directed at that. I take it that way.
Maybe.
Yeah. So,
but this is the one that caught me by surprise, because I was like, you know, I wasn't really into Knocked Loose. I wasn't really into Willow or fucking.
Yeah. What?
Then I heard this one, and I was like, okay, you know, kind of. But then when that next fucking song came on, it was like, I'll throw dirt. I was like, yeah, motherfucking hardcore anthem right there.
Yeah. But it goes a lot of places too, you know. It does go to some very light, kind of shit too. It's just well done, and I love that guy's like vocals. I think he's a great singer. Even though he was in oh man, what the fuck is that band? Damage. He's in that with your boy Scott Ian.
Fuck.
The song "Friday Night Going Down in Flames" is a great song from them. What the fuck was that band called? The Damn Thing.
Oh, the
Damn Things.
Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't really listen to that.
First album's pretty good. It's a weird mix. It's Scott Ian on guitar, and then it's like the guitar player of Fall Out Boy, I think, and the drummer of Fall Out Boy, with Buckley singing.
What a weird combo.
But it's pretty cool because it has the riffage of Scott Ian, but kind of the, you know, Fall Out Boy dudes. Who, I'm just gonna say I'm a big fan of Fall Out Boy. I don't care. They bring their fucking pop sensibilities to it with Buckley singing. It's pretty fucking good, yeah. Friday Night Going Down in Flames is like probably the coolest song. I used to play it on my radio show all the time back in the day. But anyway, Many Eyes.
Many Eyes.
Yeah. So there you have it, folks.
Yeah, that was our top 5.
OGMC. Yeah, Aaron Echoes agreed. Number 2 is Knocked Loose. Did you say your number 1? Oh, Coup de Grace by See You Space Cowboy. I might have heard that. I think I like that band. There's a lot of music out there, man.
There is. There's so much to keep track of now.
There's only so much time in the day to listen to music.
Or you could listen to it like passively, like what I usually do. Like if I'm listening to a podcast, I'm also working on my guitar. And so I'm not really listening. I'm paying attention and just having like background noise play.
There you go. That's fair. That's fair. What else do we have here today before we get out of here, man? And what else you want to talk about? I don't really have any news stories. I was going to float out a thing and see if you... Do you know who Punk Rock MBA is?
They got a YouTube...
Finn McKenty on YouTube. No?
Yeah, the YouTube channel.
Yeah, there's some shit going on with that guy this week where he hasn't made anything. I'm not a big fan of him. Back in the day, I've seen some of his videos that were fine, but people liked his shit. And he this week went on some podcast and they're like, yeah, you know, you haven't been making any videos, like, you know, kind of what's going on. He said, he's like, I have no interest in music.
Oh shit.
He's like, I did the whole thing for money. Like, he's like, I just kept making it from, which is bullshit because like way back in the day he used to be. So I think he's just trying to be a fucking hard ass. And he's lost the passion for it. But I don't know why he's trying to like burn everything down on the way out of it, you know? Like, I don't understand that part of it. Just be like, yeah, I'm just sick of doing this. I'm, you know, my interest in the topic has waned, you know, like with recently we did with SCL. It resonated with me because of SCL, you know? Mm-hmm. Because we did wrestling for fucking 8 years or something. And then lately we're just like, we're just not going to do it anymore. We don't want to do it. and we just stopped completely. I haven't watched any wrestling since then. Since the week we're done, and I don't follow anymore because there's none that's good. If someone comes out with good shit, I'll watch it. But we were honest about it with our listeners, and shit. And we're like, hey, we don't like this anymore. We're gonna do this. We weren't like I have no wrestling interest in wrestling. Like I just thought it was like such a cunty way out. He's like, I had a goal in mind. I think he even said financial goal, and I got there, and that's it. There's a means to an end. And now he's doing because he does have a master's in marketing and shit, which is a weird thing to have a master's degree in.
Oh shit.
Well, I mean, it's an MBA. What is that? Master's of Business Administration.
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, fucking go to college. Fuck college. So anyway, I thought that was interesting that he just decided to be a dick about it. Like, why heal yourself to everybody? Now everybody's like, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
You could have just been like, hey, I don't like it anymore, so I'm not going to do it. And that would have been fine. People would have been like, okay.
Yeah, you could always be like, hey, I'm kind of burnt out. Let's look into other, avenues to expand. Yeah. I don't know, man.
But some people that have their grift so tied up in that. I'm not going to name fucking podcasts, but man, I can name podcasts.
Yeah.
Who are stuck in a grift, and they are making money and they like that, but they don't really want to do what they do, They just show up and you're a grown man and you're on a thing yelling about fucking Monday Night Raw, dude. At least when we did a wrestling podcast, we watched Japanese wrestling and Mexican wrestling and shit.
Yeah, because I remember
AEW, which is at least at the start kind of different culture, counterculture to be in a room in your house or something fucking talking about Kevin Owens, their booking of Kevin Owens or something that's crazy, bro. But they make money from it. They make, their living or a part of their living.
Right.
So they just go through the motions and people are just fine with that. I don't accept that shit. And bands either, man.
You can tell if their heart's not in it anymore and they're kind of just doing it because they have to. And it feels almost hollow in a way.
Like that fucking album from Kerry King, which is the only rock album to make, I don't know, some websites top 100 albums of the year. Just a fucking phone-in piece of shit.
That doesn't. I heard people trying to big up that album, and I'm just like, nah, it's not there for me. It's not trying to be Slayer, and it's not trying to be, I don't know, it's not trying to be anything. It's just like a shell of its former self.
It's just like if you had AI write Slayer riffs and then put the dude from whatever band is on that. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, the Dark Death Angel, not Dark Angel. Death Angel.
Yeah. Remember on Facebook where there was a story about Gary Holt and he's like, yeah, I'm not joining that band. And I commented, who would want to join a band named after a dude? And he liked it. He hearted it, actually.
He knows what's up. He was like, that's why I'm in Exodus, bitch.
Yeah, AEW World's End is on tonight too, and I could not even tell you. I don't think I could tell you a match on there because I used to listen to I kept listening to recaps of it, but I don't even really do that anymore. So that would be cool. It's a Saturday night. That's a New Japan show, isn't it? Or no, that's not a New Japan show because that's coming up. I'm probably not going to watch that.
You're going to play Xbox.
Yeah, I'm going to play fucking Expeditions and drive fucking trucks across desolate fucking areas. And I also play, I'm playing that. I'm playing that Jot. What the fuck is that game called? I don't know. Well, sorry. I think it was free on PlayStation, but it's now. I bought it on Xbox. I don't have that shit. What the hell is this? The Plucky Prince?
Okay.
It's called. It's like a anime. You're kind of in a book, and so at first you're playing a viewpoint of you're in a book, and the pages turn, and then you get like kicked out of the book, right, into a 3D world and shit. So like it changes perspective all the time, and it's really crazy. It's probably my game of the year.
Oh shit.
Because my game of the year is always something small. I don't know what the years were, but It Takes Two is one of my recent ones. Nobody Saves the World, which is just this beautiful little fucking game. And this is probably Plucky Squire. That's what it's called. This Plucky Squire is probably my game of this year, to be honest with you. Because I appreciate a little, just kind of like a game with some fucking soul, you know? It's just not this like bullshit AAA game garbage. Did you ever play It Takes Two?
No, I've never played that.
Oh my god. Just an amazing fucking game, dude. You have to play it co-op. That's the only way to play it. Like, I don't mean like, oh, that's the way to do it. No, that's literally the only way you can play it.
Okay.
So if one person buys it, somebody can play with you for free. You know, which is cool. But it's all teamwork, dude. It's a great game to fucking play with friends, and you play all the way through. But it's just teamwork the whole way through, and it's just great story, just fun. Like you basically get turned into these little dolls. So you're small and shrunk, and you're going around through like yards and houses and shit. It's fucking amazing.
It sounds in a way like Little Big Planet almost. You know, Sackboy from Little Big Planet.
I mean, something like that. But yeah, well, I don't know. That was probably my game of the year, Plucky Squire. I don't know. I didn't plan that, but if you have a game, that was your game of the year.
Shit. Like I would say, well, it didn't come out this year, so it can't really be game of the year. But I've been playing like Elden Ring and fucking. I would say Black Myth Wukong would probably be my game of the year because it's not a big time developer. It's just, you know, it's not independent, but it's not huge either. But it's a fucking dope ass game. Like it's from Journey to the West, Sun Wukong, and you're just like battling these fucking. You're having a boss fight pretty much every 10 minutes. You're just like going there, leveling up, and then you're in another boss fight, and you're just kicking ass. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. I don't play those kind of games at all, dude. Those Souls-like games, any of that shit.
I love the action, like where you can control the character and like whoop some ass.
Yeah. We have it, man. We don't even need to fucking get into LOL cause it is not shit, so.
Yeah, this just Cyrax doing stupid vocal covers, and that's pretty much it, man. I think Cobes is still doing
I heard there's a Toothgate thing going on with Cobes, but.
Oh yeah, he broke his tooth on a fucking.
Well, some people think it is, some people think it isn't. I didn't even see it.
Well, he spat something into the plate and it made a ting sound. So
yeah,
I don't know.
What was he eating?
I think it was a McRib.
There's nothing crunchy in a McRib.
There shouldn't be.
No, there shouldn't. Oh no, was it when he was eating that McRib and he added like $12 worth of bacon to it?
It might be, yeah. I can't really remember because I didn't watch the whole video. I just saw that little clip.
He ordered a McRib and then he ordered a bunch of shit, but he ordered $12 worth of bacon on the side. Which McDonald's is like not that much, it's like, I don't know, 8 strips or some shit, But yeah, who would spend $12 on bacon strips at McDonald's? Like, you're out of your fucking, he's so stupid, dude.
He just like he's got nothing to do in his life except like sit at home and order DoorDash all day long, get drunk and do food hacks. So
Dirk's playing 2K20 PGA. We play the EA one. I play the EA golf game.
I didn't even know it was a golf 2K21. Holy shit.
I don't fuck with the 2K golf. Yeah, there you go.
Remember the Tiger Woods golf game, man?
That's
what was that?
That's the EA one. That's basically still what. It's not the Tiger Woods anymore, but it's the it's the soul of it. That's what I play. It's just EA golf. I think the new one. Me, Fudge, and Randy Bats play it. We haven't in a while, but we play it pretty fucking regularly. Made character. We all play as our own characters and shit.
So you play as yourselves, or you just create characters?
No, we play as like created. I have my character. I forget his name, but basically he's He says he's from fucking Pakistan, but really he's not. He's a terrorist sleeper cell. So he drives cab, and he plays golf. He gives golf lessons, but on the low, he's a fucking terrorist sleeper cell.
Oh shit! Damn, you got a backstory and everything for that.
Yeah. Well, he's just he's like a fat, middle-aged Middle Eastern guy. You know, like the creator on there is really good, dude. I mean, he looks like a fucking your average man. It's really fucking good. He's really fucking great. And the white fucking belt and the white shoes and stuff.
Oh shit.
He's pretty dope, dude. I can't remember his name though.
You got to make a Diarrhea Perlman character, man.
It's probably something like it's like Muhammad something, but whatever it is, it's probably offensive.
Yeah, you get a fatwa put on your head for that shit, man.
Fatwa.
It's like do not make fun of Muhammad.
There it is. Let's get the fuck out of here. But before we go, I'll tell you about the shows on Modern Noise Media. Shows like this one, shows like Midnight Mass Creature Cast.
That's right.
Mark, what do you guys got going on?
I should have had episode 100 out to you by yesterday, but I'm going to get that shit, all fixed up and send it to you today, so it will be on the network. And episode 100 is Van Helsing. See, I'd forgotten it last week, but it's Van Helsing.
Van Helsing. Can also check out the Federation, Tyler and Travis Fudge. They've got some classic pro wrestling shit going on over there. You can also check out my other show, Suplex City Limits. Let's not say that. Let's say SCL. Not a wrestling podcast.
Not a wrestling podcast.
SCL Live on YouTube, Sundays, noon Eastern, where we convene and watch the weirdest shit we can find online. Everyone cracks jokes. We smoke bongs. It's a fun time. Check it out.
Oh, I gotta ask, what's going on with the lady with only bottom teeth? Like, has she been chosen for Tyler or not?
The lady with the Wu-Tang teeth.
Yeah.
Where her teeth look like the Wu-Tang logo. Yeah, the bottom teeth lady.
Yeah, the bottom teeth lady.
No, I had her in there twice for dating. He had to pick some woman to go on a date with, and I had put her early in, and then a couple episodes later, I brought her back again. He never picks her.
Oh, okay. She's just looking for love, man.
Yeah. But it's a fun time. Check that out. Also, check out Smack It Down podcast, the Aussie boys, Jay and Corey, and Jay's other show, Nerd Nebula, talking about video games and shit. Just little mini episodes. It just seems like Nerd Nebula when I post them, though, like 15, 20 minutes. But over the week, lots of podcasts for your ears, all free, no paywalls over here, baby. But that's going to do it. Shout out to Planet Raconteur, Spitball Media, Tunes from the Dirk Age.
Tunes from the Dirk Age.
Shout out to our producer dude, ripping it up here, spending some time.
Thank you. We got to give him a name at some point.
The Oracle.
Who came to the chat to join us and shit.
Yeah, on very little warning, man. Very cool, you guys.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good. Is that it then? I have nothing else.
Yeah, that's it for me too. I'm kind of finished.
We'll be back again next week live? Question mark? Join us, sub to the YouTube channel and hit the bell and you'll know when we are.
Smash that notification button.
That is the plan, right? Live every week.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Well, there you go. Cool deal. See you then. Until then, as always, hail Satan.
And hail yourselves.
If you or a loved one has had thoughts of self-harm, please call the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline by dialing 988 or visiting suicidepreventionlifeline.org.